Hey April, how you doing? I'm here at my antique mall, West End Antique. Sorry for the loudness. We're on a main road here, as you can see. So, thought what we'd do is just walk on into the mall, go back to my booth, and just start looking at stuff. Hey, what's up? Tell you what, let me put on my reading glasses here so I can see real quick. Well, let me get inside and do it so I can set it down. So let me turn the camera around. We're actually closed today, but I'm able to get in. So here's Gina, our manager. She was nice enough to let me in today.
Yes.
Here are my Franklin Hill Farms products. I sell them out of here. West End Antiques is where I am today. I also sell them out of Bearden Antique Mall and then also out of Granny's Attic in Clinton. So we'll take the long walk back to my booth. It's way, way in the back. I'll kind of give you a flavor as we walk back there. The stuff we have. I will only be selling stuff out of my booth today, but it'll take us just a minute to get back there. I hope everybody's doing well. It's very rainy here today, which kind of stinks since today's the eclipse day. We are not total eclipse this time like we were the last time we had the eclipse, but we're still supposed to be partial. Give me just a second. I got to set my phone down and put my reading glasses on so I can see the phone. Hold on just a second. All right, sorry about that. Now I can see the chat. Hey, KJ Bell. Hey, the Rusted Mermaid. It is raining here. Kathy Collects, 274 Seawells. If you like swung bases and you're ever in Knoxville, you need to stop by West End. This person has a few of them. And then they give me packing supplies for my online shipping because of all the swung bases they get. So is anybody in the path of totality for the eclipse? Like I mentioned, we're partial here, but I don't know that we're going to be anything at all because of the rain. So, all right, well, we're almost back to my booth here. As I mentioned, it's in the very, very back here. My booth locations kind of run the gamut. At Granny's in Clinton, when you first walk in the front door, I have the 4 booths there. Don't you like my stylish reading glasses? I do like it back here because we have all this window space. So let me give you the kind of overview of the booth here, and then we'll just start walking around and looking at stuff. And I'll let you know, what it would take to start it if you're interested in anything. In general, I was thinking I would probably do, on average, around 60% off what I have it priced at. It might be a little more, a little less, just depending on the item. So anyway, so here's my booth back here. We came from back there. And then we're in the very back here, and we have the 2 windows, which is really nice with our glassware. It really lights it up when it's sunny. Now, it's pretty cloudy today, so you can't, it doesn't, I guess, doesn't look as nice as it usually does. There's not just a lot of natural or artificial lighting back here, so when it is cloudy, it can be a little dark. So anyway, we'll just start up here at the front, and I'll try to watch the chat. And we'll hopefully you'll enjoy looking at everything, and just drop your note in the chat if you're interested in anything. Just for anybody who's just coming in, my name's Stuart with Franklin Hill Ventures here in Knoxville, Tennessee, and I have a booth here at West End, and then I also have a booth at Bearden Antique Mall, and then also Granny's Attic in Clinton, Tennessee. Give me one more second. I'm going to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So first off, starting here in the front corner, as I mentioned, we sell all our Franklin Hill Farms products here. We have sauces, we have preserves and some pickled items. We have pickled beets and pickled beans. There's triple berry. Do really well with these. We also do festivals around town as well, and we sell a few online on other platforms too. So starting down here at the bottom, this is just a big wooden bowl from Clay Art. It says it was from 2001. So not overly old. Although, as I was saying in one of my lives the other day, 2001, what is that, 23 years ago now? I mean, it doesn't seem like it could be. Got some Stangl plates down here. Got a platinum plate. This is kind of my ephemera wall in the booth. I sell most of my ephemera online, but I do some things out of the booth. There's an atlas. There's a cool Shirley Temple ad for Lane Cedar Chest. I assume it probably came out of a magazine. There's a spec sheet for a tape recorder. Some more spec sheets for stereo equipment. Hey, SG Patter, BL Von, he never at home. I know the feeling, I'm never at home either. Here's some more Shirley Temple stuff. Here's some Gone with the Wind photos. So I do pretty well with ephemera out here at the mall, but as I mentioned, I sell most of it online. So this was a pretty cool little item here. Probably won't sell it, but it's a sewing, like an antique sewing stand. And the coolest thing is, so I have 75 on it, and a lady came in and wanted just a thimble out of it, and she bought the thimble for 75, and I still have everything else. So that worked out well. But, you know, there's all kind of stuff in here. There's scissors, there's thread, all kind of neat stuff. Oh, hey, Eugene, how you doing? Long time no see. Thanks for coming over here to Knickknacks. You'll actually find me in both places, here and on the other platform. But really been over here on Knickknacks more often. So, yeah, and that's I was guessing that's probably about how old that is. But yeah, it's a really cool piece. I like the way the doors open. Well, yeah, when you open one, they both open. So, there's my Cobra basket. I won't open the lid because I don't want to let the snake out. But there's a little traveling bar. Here's some more just ephemera, like pictures and stuff. So let me know if anybody wants to see anything closer. And, you know, I'll sell most things that I have in here. There are some things that would probably be too big to ship. I like this little face here. He's cool. Kind of scary. Got one of the fish pictures. It's like a shaving mug. I bought a whole collection of shaving mugs at one point, and I don't have a ton of them left, but I do have a few. There's a Francoma elephant mug. That one's from the Republican convention. Here's the domestic goddess here. Yeah, and as I mentioned, if you want me to go back and look at anything closer, pull it off the shelf, just let me know. I can grab it. There's a little bowl with nice purple color and flowers, a green satiron, the elephant mug. Let's see. So you can see it's marked Francoma on the bottom there. As I mentioned, this one is the GOP. Let's see what we have it priced at. So this one's priced at 12. So let me get my calculator. So we'll do 60%. So I'd start it for $7 if you want. And then also, just while we're over here, let me show you how I do my shipping for those of you who have not been here before with me. So everything's based on a flat rate. So up to a pound, this is for US, up to a pound will be 5, then 2 pounds 8, 3 pounds 10, then 4 and over is 12. And then here's the Canadian. I know April's bought some stuff for me. Yeah, and I'll run it as an auction, Brandon, is how I'm going to do things. So we'll start it at 7. And then just another note on the shipping, if you end up buying multiple things, I always combine shipping. So, you know, you'll pay it when you buy it, but then I'll refund it. And I know some of the people in here can vouch for me that I'm always real good about refunding shipping. So, and this will have the, let's see, this is going to be in the, oops. So this will end up being in the 1 to 2 pound range after I do it. So shipping will be $8. So let me go ahead and add this real quick and then we'll get it started. So let me add this to the store. Give me just a second. Gotten pretty quick at adding this stuff. Hope everybody's having a great day. If you weren't in here earlier, it's very rainy here today, so not much in the way of eclipse viewing, unfortunately. Although we were fortunate, we had the total eclipse a couple of years ago, and so this time we were only going to have partial eclipse anyway. We're just going to run it for 15 seconds since we've already showed it. Let's see, I think the shipping's already right. List item, add to stream. And I do have stuff in my buy it now as well, if you want to look out there and see if there's anything you want. So here's the elephant mug. Move to stage. I think we got it now. All right, so let me just show it one more time. This one is blue. It's got the GOP. It is from the year 2001, and it does say Bush Cheney on it. So this one's probably from the convention. So we'll go ahead and start this. Yeah, I know you switch back and forth. Yeah, and if anybody's watching on YouTube or Facebook, just click on the, I think there's a link to come on over here to Knickknacks if you want to bid. But yeah, Brandon, I know that I was on a Facebook or a YouTube auction last night. So yeah, typing the amounts in the chat and when you switch back and forth can go crazy. So anyway, here we go on this. We're going to start it right now. I actually set it at 6, so instead of 7. So gave you a little break. Looks like that's going to come your way. I really oh no, we got 31 share bearer comes in at the last second. I sure do appreciate everybody coming by. We have 30 people here visiting with me at the mall today. I appreciate it. And hey, welcome in, V. Dessler. The only thing usually when I run these at home, I'll have a computer next to me so I can see the chat as well. The colors are so hard to see sometime on my phone. So if I miss anybody's chat, just yell at me again. So, all right, that will be coming your way. Everything you buy today should ship out tomorrow, just unless there's some unforeseen circumstance. But I try to always ship things out next day. All right, so back to where we were over here. I think we showed the domestic goddess, got some candle holder, cups and saucers. There's a sugar and creamer. There's some of the Metwalks Poppy Trail. I think that one's sculptured grape is what that is, if I remember correctly. And then a couple of platters. If anybody's getting married, we have a couple of bridal veils. If anybody needs a veil. Then we get into the glassware up here. So some cobalt blue. We have the violin glass that does have the stopper. A lot of times you see these and they don't have the stopper with them. Sorry for the backlight on this. So a couple of pieces of blue. I had a bunch of cobalt blue, but the majority of it has sold. We have this amber swan. It's a really big and heavy piece there. It's like hand-blown glass. If you look on the bottom, you can see the pontil there. We got this bar set here. It's got 6 glasses with it. A couple of Lady Voss shot glasses. The Lady Voss just hired a new coach yesterday, so we're excited to see how she does. Yeah, we love it back here with these windows. That's like, I'll show you. Our booth used to be our booth, and we really had no window stuff coming in. There's like one on either side, but you couldn't really get any light from that at our booth. And we also like this because we have so much artwork, so we have lots of wall space in here. And I sell a ton of artwork out of the booths. It's one of the things I always look at. I love this Bohemian crystal bowl here. This is really nice. It's probably like Czech. Not 100% sure, but it's cut. It's got so many different colors in it. It's got the blue and the yellow, and then of course the green on the, is the main part of the bowl. But Really nice bowl there. Here's a Seattle Slew cup down here. Hey, welcome in, Pat Babs, Beetle Bird. We're just scanning through the stuff in my booth. Had to come out here to bring some stuff anyway, so thought I'd run a show today. If you see anything at all that you're interested in, just let me know, and I'll tell you what it'll take to run it. In general, I'm doing 60% or so of what I have it listed for in the booth. Some things may be a little more, some things may be a little less. Yeah, I went to school in Cookeville. I went to Tennessee Tech and graduated in 1990, so long, long time ago. Here's a carnival bowl. It's kind of hard to tell with the light shining through it, but it's got some nice iridescence there. Don't think I have any Vaseline glass right now here. Really, as soon as I bring a piece of Vaseline glass in here, it sells. I mean, like immediately. So that's that first glassware shelf. There's a little hand-painted plate here with a bird on it. Here's some artwork. I'm not going to sell it in the show most likely just because of the size of it, but I do have this big like steamer trunk as well here. And then here's a little Christmas tablecloth, and then this big blanket here. Moving over here to the other glassware shelf. So Vaseline glass is also called uranium glass. It's the Vaseline glass is always green, and it's got uranium in it. And if you hold a black light up to it, it'll glow. I wish I had a piece in here to show you, but I don't. Now there's other minerals and things that will make glass glow as well. So if you carry a black light around with you when you go to like thrift shops or garage sales or estate sales, just start hitting things with the black light. And a lot of times you'll find some pretty cool glowing items. Sometimes clear glass will glow certain colors. The green uranium glass glows really bright. You can find Amarena glass that will glow. So there's tons of things out there that will glow. Here's some mason jars. Let's see, what is that? Oh, that's an ammonia, Little Bo Peep ammonia jar there. Just a big, what is that? Oh, an owl. It's a big owl jar. There's a hen on the nest. And I love these, I think they're Pisco. Well, I just put a tiki liquor bottle. I think they're from Peru, though. Crystals. Does anybody else like to eat at crystals? I love little crystal burgers. It does look like it's clearing up, so maybe we'll get lucky and get to see a little bit of the eclipse today. Here's a snail paperweight. And here's a cigar ashtray. This thing is very, very heavy. Oh, sorry, solid glass there. Here's an Indiana glass candy jar. It's got some nice iridescence to it. You can kind of see it right there. Some Pyrex mixing bowls. Here's an iridescent carnival glass hen on nest here. Yeah, I love any of the iridescent stuff. So if we can get, yes, you kind of see the different colors that come out in it. It's a big tall vase right here. And I think this globe's from like 1959. I got that not too long ago, and there's websites you can go to that give you all the different events so that you can tell, when things, when globes were made based on what countries are on there. There's a huge rooster. I don't think I would be able to ship that very easily. A couple little ducks here. This one's from Martinique. Looks hand carved. This one's a newer one here, made out of, I think it's probably a composite or a resin type material there. Yeah, and you can always go to franklinhillventures.com, and that has links to our social media and other things. Cake plate in the window, clear glass. Oh, down here. Yeah, let's see what we have on it. Let me bring it over here. This is the one, right? So we have 28 on it. Let's see. So that one is going to be kind of heavy, but let me. Okay, so we'd started at 17. If you're interested, let me know. And the weight on this one's going to be, yeah, that'll be, I should be able to ship it. I'll just have to find a big enough box. Yeah, and that one's going to be like over 4 pounds, so it's going to be $12 shipping as well. So let me go ahead and add that. Yeah, and it's going to be real expensive to ship to Canada because I have to calculate it. I can't use the simple export rate on Pirate Ship. So let me go to the store here. Give me just a second. I will say Knickknacks makes it very easy to add these things on the fly. Cake plate. Pedestal. Let's see, I said $17 start. Just run it for 15 seconds. And then our shipping to the US is going to be $12. In Canada, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna put the weight in if anybody happened to be in Canada that wanted it, but it's gonna be 5 pounds, and it's gonna be like it's gonna be a big box. You know what? I'm just gonna turn. I don't think I can ship that to Canada reasonable because of the size of it. So we're just gonna actually turn off the shipping to Canada. Sorry about that. Okay, so now let me list that. Let me add to stream. Almost there, everybody. Thanks for your patience. Cake plate, there it is. Move to stage. All right, let's just take a quick look at it before we run it. So it is clear glass. I don't think there's any markings to indicate, but no chips or cracks. Let me just give it one last once over and make sure. I don't think there is. So it looks good. So we'll go ahead and get this one started. $17, 15 seconds, and here we go. Oh, thanks for the raid, Mary. And here we're running. All right, the shipping may have scared people away on that one. So let me know if you want me to rerun it. For now, I'm going to stick it back over here, though. And then tell you what, since we got some new people in here, let's just do a very quick run back through what we have or what we've shown so far. Yeah, and so for everybody who's just coming in, my name's Stuart with Franklin Hill Ventures. Here, let me turn around so you can see me. Here in Knoxville, Tennessee. Today I'm live from West End Antiques, which is one of the places where I have my antique mall. No, I didn't, Ladybug Cottage. I still have that one sitting on my desk at home, but yeah, I'll keep my eye out for sure. Thanks for asking. So yeah, I have my antique mall here, or antique booth here at West End Antiques, and I also have one at Bearden Antique Mall, then one at Granny's Attic in Clinton. And just a quick plug, if anybody's anywhere close to Knoxville, the first weekend in May, make sure you come to Clinton. It's the Spring Antique Festival. They'll close all the streets down. All the antique malls run sales. There's a bunch of antique malls all within walking distance. So come to Clinton and check it out. So yeah, as I mentioned at the beginning, I do sell my Franklin Hill Farms products out of here. We had some Stengel pottery down there, and then this wooden bowl. Have a little bit of ephemera up here. I don't do a lot of ephemera out of the booth, but I do a little bit. Most of that I save for online shows, though. We had this sewing thing, which I'm not going to sell here because of shipping. A few other, like just real photo postcards and some other miscellaneous ephemera there. And then we had I'm not going to pick anything up, but if you see anything you want, oh, cool. In Knoxville, just like me. If you see anything you want to see closer, just shout at me and I'll stop and go back to it. So we have that. Then, as I mentioned, if anybody's getting married, we have some bridal veils that we're selling. And then some cobalt blue glass, this amber glass swan, the decanter set there, some Lady Ball shot glasses, a little bit of pink glass, this bohemian antique bowl there. We do really well at it with glassware, our different booths. I bought probably 400 pieces of cobalt blue, and we probably have, I've got that left, and then probably another 10 or 15 pieces at Bearden, and then maybe a few out at Clinton, but we've sold almost all of it. So yeah, then just scanning here real quick. That's a big owl over there. Hen on a nest, crystals glasses, some just beer glasses there, pint glasses. Thought these were cool. They have like Monticello. I think they're all Monticello. I love this big cigar ashtray right here, and a couple of iridescent carnival glass type pieces, some mixing bowls. If anybody has any questions about anything, don't hesitate to ask either. Globe. And then I think that catches us up to just about where we were. So then we had these couple of ducks. Got a Longaberger basket here if anybody collects that. Then this is a piece from National Pottery made in Japan. It's kind of a clay piece with some different designs on it there. Here's a little print that I could probably ship. It's a Faneuil Hall, Boston. Some Arcarac from France. Love the temple. I guess they're like temple prints is what I've always called those. And I also love the big-eyed prints by Margaret Keane. Oh yeah, thanks, April. And I do have a lot in the Buy It Now, and I have even more just in my regular store. So if you just go search for Franklin Hill Ventures, all one word on knickknacks, you'll see everything I have for sale. And I have probably 300 or 400 items out there. Is anybody planning to watch the eclipse today? I was kind of open to. My wife works for a scientific lab supply company, so she got us some glasses, but I don't even think we're going to be able to see it because it's going to be so cloudy. But we saw the full eclipse back, what was that, 2017 maybe? There's a picture of Jesus. He's always watching my booth to make sure nobody steals anything. There's some bullfighting, I guess, like labels or flyers or something that somebody's taken and framed. It's another big-eyed print down there. Anybody remember these rocking horses? And you'd get your legs pinched in the springs here. Yeah, I can remember just going to town on those things, and then your leg would get a little too close to the spring, and it would just hurt like the dickens. And then you just basically have to rip skin out to get it out. But there's another Jesus picture with the Last Supper. Got that creepy thing up there. Like a little, it's just paper mache maybe, some kind of little mask here. Yeah, then you'd get right back on. It's just like jumping, swinging and jumping out of the swing set. That's how I broke my arm when I was a kid. But I think if you were to come to West End, there's probably maybe 20 to 25 different booths in here. Got some salt and pepper shakers. I think those are kisses and not something else, but here's like a big paperweight. Looks like it's a Liberty Bell, but it's not a bell. It's just a paperweight. Anybody remember these from the 70s? You would always get them for Father's Day or Mother's Day. So I actually sell a lot of those on eBay and other online platforms. And of course, the thing is, then when they took those pictures, they didn't know if they were any good until they got them developed. It's not like now when you can instantly look at things. There's a hand carved head up there. This is the booth next to us over here. They do a really nice job of arranging their stuff. So with our booth, like I'm good at bringing stuff in and just throwing it all over the place, and the booth gets really cluttered looking. And then Amy comes in about once every couple of weeks and makes it look nice again. So I'm I'm not like real creative or anything like that. So I pretty much just find any empty spot to put stuff in and set it down. Have a bunch of books in the booth. We sell a ton of books out of all of our booths. There's a humidor from Aztec Clay. Oh, yeah, from Aztec. That's the name of the company that made that. Yeah, I mean, some people do like to come in and dig, but I mean, there's a fine line between, having it too cluttered, I guess. And I mean, I do okay, to be honest, I guess. Here's like a doorstop. That thing's really, really heavy. And there's another doorstop, some piggy bank or a piggy bank. We're probably I'd say about halfway through now. The booths are pretty big here. There's a duck picture. And as I mentioned, if you see anything that you want to see a little closer, just let me know. There's an elephant ashtray. And here's like a whole thing of ephemera here. I don't even know what all's in here anymore. Oh, there's some barbershop photos. Those are cool. It's an old Sinclair map. There's some more of those labels. I actually sold some of those in my ephemera show last time. I guess, yeah, because I think I found some more and brought them out here. That's right, Finders Pickers paper. Mayfield Dairy Farms. So I know every city has their local dairy, and that would be Mayfield's ours here. And they have really good milk and ice cream. Here's an old stock certificate from the Old Colony Railroad Company. There's a Knoxville West High School commencement program. Look at that old car. That's cool. That old photograph there. And then there's a little boy harness racing, or on one of the harness racing carts. There's like a Florida souvenir booklet. And let's see what else. And then there's another stock certificate, from the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad Company. Then there's some more stuff down here. These are, I think, mainly Harper's, Harper's Weeklies in there. There's an egg separator. I like this little, I don't know if she's Hawaiian, but she's leaning on a pumpkin. And here's a turkey baster that's glass. You don't really see many glass basters. Hey, Love Cats Weber, thanks for coming in. Would that be a parrot or a parakeet or one of those kind of birds? Then if anybody likes bells, I went to an estate sale that probably had, they probably had thousands of bells in this house. Like everything from big, huge temple-sized bells down to small bells like this. And I think I got a lot that had about 80 in it. And we've sold a lot of them, but this is what we have left here. Then I got a bunch of shaving mugs here. This is from the collection of shaving mugs that I mentioned earlier that I bought. Haywan and de Burgine. I'm good at butchering names, so sorry if I butcher your username. It's always hard when there's no capitalization to know where the break should be. There's some mark rest. There's a casserole dish and a bean pot. And here's I guess this is, I don't know if they're bookends. That's what I use them as, but you have one with Mary and one with Jesus on it. And some more books. There's some set of mark rest mixing balls down there. Like a big heavy brass seashell shaped thing there. Anything anybody in particular is looking for? There's like a little keg there. I love these strawberry canisters. And some Dr. I think they're Banks. Yeah, Dr. Banks. There's a juicer there. Yeah, and that's, as we've talked about before, April, that's not something I do a lot with. I think the only purse I had was this, not even a purse. I mean, I had this little Vera Bradley purse in here. I think I showed it that was in the unboxing I did last week. So that's literally the only thing I have like that. Like in Clinton, we have one dealer who has like all kinds of purses, but it's just not something that, let's see. Let's see, which shelf might have had the restaurant wear on it. How far back was it, Dee Dee? I mean, we have the Marcrest stuff down here. I was looking, can't remember if I had any restaurant wear stuff in here or not. Oh, so far back, let's see. Oh, maybe, no, that's not it. That's just a platter there. Let me know if you see it on the wooden shelf. Oh, wooden shelf. We have the Rooster down here. We have some Myatt Bountiful plates. I don't see any restaurant wear. It's not. Yeah, so let's see if one of these platters. Yeah, I don't see anything that looks like restaurant wear here. I mean, I've sold a lot of restaurant wear, but yeah, I don't see any in here. I mean, this might have been, yeah, those are not, those are, what are those, they're not North Country, but they're definitely not restaurant wear. Yeah, Staffordshire, or no, Royal Worcester. So you got this, I love these, the kind of flow blue, but they're almost black. Yeah, none of that's restaurant wear. So oh well, it must have been a mirage. All right, so I think we looked at everything there. We got an owl bank. We have the toucan. I think that's what that is. And here's a Boy Scout mug. If anybody needs a slide projector, got that. That's like a first class kit from Delta. 45 RPM records. Albums are another thing I sell a bunch of. Not so much here, although I do sell some. But in Clinton, I have like 1,000 or more records that I'm constantly adding to out there. And here's some more, like a whole set of sculptured grape. There's a little trinket dish. Here's some more of the ice coupon books like I had in the show the other day. Here's a Victorian trade card. Here's a couple of postcards there. There's there's 4 of these canceled checks in there. It was in the oh, here we go. Yeah, it's right here. Yeah, so we have 2. We've got, this one is from, they're both from Sterling. This one's a 13-inch platter. And this one's a 10-inch platter, I think. Let's see. This one was dated. It's 1968. So this one here, let me pull it out where you can see it better. So this one's like white and brown. And if you look on the back, you got the Sterling China mark in Wellsville, Ohio, I think. And that one would be, so it's 16, so it'd probably be like $9 to start it. And then this one's 10, so it'd be $6 to start that. So let me know if you're interested in either one of those. Yeah, this one's, I don't know if I put the size on there or not. I've got a tape measure if I need to measure it. But that one's a little smaller than the 13-inch one here. I'd say that one's probably like 12. So let me know if there's any interest in those. Here's a whole set of Grenoble flatware. I love this bride picture. She looks really, really short. I can't tell if she's a kid. No, never mind. We decided, I think at one time we decided that was christening, not a bride, because it is a kid. So they're probably not getting married. So, okay. Was that a yes? You want me to pull these out? I do not have any greeting cards here, April. All right, let me stick this on the tripod here. All right, so we will call this one a 1968 platter. Give me just a second to add these. And if you weren't in here earlier, I'll show you the shipping before we run these. But it's basically all flat rate, and I do combine shipping, as long as I can safely package it together. But both these platters would ship together, no problem. 1968 Sterling. I'm going to call it 12-inch. I think that's, well, here, let me just measure it. Yeah, it's like 11.5 inches. So we'll actually call it 11-inch platter. All right, we said starting price of $6 on that one. And we'll run it for 15 seconds. And this one weighs, so it's going to be 2 to 3 pounds. So that means that one will be $10 to ship. And if you were to buy both platters, I'd definitely be able to package those together, so there would be some refund. I mean, I'm not exactly sure what the calculated shipping would end up being. So we'll go ahead and list that one. And add to stream. All right, let me get the other one added real quick. And I can't see the chat right now, so if anybody's asking me questions, I'll look at it as soon as I finish adding these. And then the other one, let's call it a 13-inch Sterling platter. All right, let's see. I think I said a 9 on that one. 15. And this one is going to end up being 3 to 4 pounds. So that one's going to be 12. And as I mentioned, I mean, it will make you pay the shipping up front, but then I'll refund any overage. So that's going to be $28 to Canada. All right, both those are in there now. So let me go ahead and add this first one. All right. Thank you for your patience there. So we'll run this one first. You are looking for the red stripe. I mean, this is more of a brownish stripe. Let me turn the camera around here. Yeah, so this is definitely more of a brownish stripe. I'll go in and run them just in case, but no worries if that's not what you're looking for. So let's go ahead and start this one. So that one's running. Hey, P. Kane, L. Henschel, thanks for coming in. All right, then we'll just run the other one real quick as well. And if not, then we'll just stick them back on the shelf. So let me search for. And this was the one we know it's from 1968. And it's this one. It looks exactly like the other one. It's just a little smaller. So we'll go ahead and run this one. And that one is running as well for $6. Yeah, I do come across restaurant wear actually quite often. A lot of times I'll sell it online versus in the booth just because there, seems to be more of a demand for it. And online, you just have a lot bigger audience. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of people who collect it. Let me stick these back over here. All right, let me take this back off. So we have the rest of the stuff on this table. Let's have this little, it says Jerusalem, Jordan. And it's got some kind of marking, but it's a little fish platter. And that's just a Cubist, Indiana glass Cubist. I think it's either blue or green. It's kind of bluish green. There's a probably not real bone, but a bone handled knife set. Got these flamingo plates here. It's a set of 3 of them. And then I love this hand carved bird thing. That would be a pain to ship as well. And then you have the Zeller Keramik Rooster China. I think they're from, is it Austria or Germany? One. It's funny. These are the only 4 I've got left. I think all the rest I sold online, and they all went to, I think the same person bought them who lived in Switzerland or somewhere like that. So they end up going a long way. Oh, and then we have this stuff over here in the middle. Do have a few record albums out here, but not a ton. Got an old telephone, a chafing dish here, silver plated. I think this is a music box. Let's see if it works. Yeah, it's a lacquerware box. Pretty sure the music works on that. Put this back in. Whoa. It's not going to work if I throw it in the floor. There we go. So yes, it did work. And some ThermoServe coffee pitcher and a few mugs there. I remember when those were popular. And then I also have, I think I've shown these in a show before, but all these like rayon and polyester shirts from the probably from either the early 80s or the 70s, but they're all like new old stock, but you have just different designs on these. I'm not sure. That's some kind of graffiti on the side of a building. You have this motorcycle here. Hey, Peggy. Oh, welcome in. Peggy's another dealer here at the mall where I am today. There's one of the Earth. Let's see what other designs we have. There's Bicentennial. And there's a train. These are all, like that one's polyester. And we had a couple that were like rayon too. I think the rest of the designs are all the same. So I got those in a couple of different sizes. And I think we've seen just about everything now. Do have this cool fondue pot here. I think it doesn't have any of the fondue forks with it, but it very mid-century modern. You want the platter? Is that what it was? Of course, I can just set it aside for you if you want it. So let me know. But it's in my booth. Got him. He's sufficiently creepy looking. So, all right. I think we've walked the whole booth. Is there anything that anybody wanted to look at again? Just let me know. And then if you want, we can kind of take a look around the rest of the mall just to show you what all we have here if you're ever coming through Knoxville and want to stop by. So, but as mentioned, I'm back here in the very back. So there's the view of my booth. And then this is actually our manager's booth back here. And this is our old booth. And the person who took it over, they do a lot with furniture and bigger items. Then they have a few smalls in here as well. I love the elephant tapestry up there. And then this booth, they used to have a huge amount of space in here and they just got finished downsizing, but they always have really, really nice stuff. Yeah, and I wish I could sell their stuff as well if you were interested, but I can't do that. And so, and as we walk back this way, this is another person who always has really, really nice stuff. They used to own an antique mall of their own, and now they have this booth here and then a couple of booths up front. But they do a really good job with displaying their stuff. Have all kind of cool old antiques. We're back here, kind of close to the bathroom, so. Lots of glassware there. And here was the swung glass person again that we looked at earlier. So like this used to be a florist shop where our antique mall is. And so, that's kind of a separate room. I'm not sure what they did back there, but they have had a ton of space in here for a florist. It was called Crouch's Florist. It had been around forever. So real quick story. It was funny. So when we were first getting into, when we knew we were going to be getting into this mall, we already had the two others. We were looking for some new shelving. So we found some online and went and picked it up. And then when we got it in here, there were tags on the shelves that said Crouch's Florist. So it had come from here. Somebody had probably bought it when they liquidated everything. And then we went and bought it and brought it back home again. So I thought that was kind of a cool story. And then this is Peggy Cones, the one who was asking about the platters. This is all, she has a lot of space and she has a ton of good stuff. That's all hers. And then this here. But yeah, if you ever come to Knoxville, make sure you visit us at West End and at Bearden. And as I mentioned, Gina's the manager here. She'll take really good care of you. And then Julie's her sister. She's the manager at Bearden. So tell you what, let's walk back towards my booth and then we'll finish up. I don't know if anybody else is live or anything to raid. I don't think they are. But yeah, I appreciate everybody stopping by. The elephant planter will ship out tomorrow. So you should have it hopefully by the end of the week. And let me just let me do one more quick sweep here. If you see anything you want to see closer, let me know. Then as soon as I do that, I'm going to get off here and go get ready to hopefully watch the eclipse, if the clouds will break for us. Yeah, getting a little sunlight with our glassware now. But yeah, during the afternoon, the glass really looks pretty with all the sunlight coming through the back part of it. Yeah, I mean, it was just really, I mean, what's the odds that we go buy shelving and we don't even have it out here anymore? We've put it at other booths, but we did have it here at one time. We're getting ready to go pick up a really cool shelf. I can't remember the brand of it, but it's like this modular stuff that you can rearrange, and we're going to consign it for somebody and probably put it at Beard and Antique Mall. I think we're going to go get it tonight. We're really looking forward to getting that. I wished I could remember the brand name, but I can't. So anyway, well, I appreciate everybody stopping by. I mean, as I've mentioned before, I love getting on Knickknacks. It's a nice break from, the rest of my day when I'm just by myself down in my basement listing. So it's fun to visit with friends for a while. And in this case, got me out of the house today to come over here to the mall. But anyway, let me see if there's anybody else on when I end. If not, oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, and just real quick, once again, it's www.franklinhillventures.com. If you do want to look at my other sites and social media and stuff, there you go, franklinhillventures.com. And yeah, appreciate any follows on Instagram. That's the main place I post. But I also have a Facebook business page. Appreciate any likes for that. I think it's got links to my YouTube channel, but I very rarely do any like YouTube videos anymore, other than just these that automatically go to YouTube. I don't know. I've just decided that's not, I don't know. I don't mind doing them, but just the time it takes to edit videos, I can be doing other stuff that's, you know, I guess more profitable for me. So, anyway, everybody have a good day. Enjoy the eclipse, and we will see you next time.